Hello everybody! So this is the actually third time that I'm trying to record this video. The first time it didn't record audio, and then the second time my phone ran out of space. So let's see if my computer works better this time. I am still editing the video that I planned to get out that was a vlog of last week. It's honestly, I had no good excuse, it just hasn't gotten done. So here I am trying to put something out so you guys have some content. I'm actually on my lunch break right now because I really wanted to get something out today. So I asked my little brothers to ask me a bunch of questions. Three of my five brothers asked me questions. The other two are a little bit too young, so I'm going to have them ask them later this year and do a follow-up video. So let's get started. My first question is from Adrian. He asked me, how many poops have you taken in Japan? Are they more or less enjoyable than poops in America? I've taken 2 months worth of poops in Japan, and to be honest, they're amazing. So much better than American poops because the toilets here are off the hook. Like, so good. So cool. So awesome. They have heated toilet seats, which you don't think is going to be like a thing that you really want to have until you have it, and then you're never going to go back. They also have bidets, which I was like really freaked out about at first, and then I tried it, and life changing. Life changing. They're amazing. So, yeah, poops in Japan are way more enjoyable than poops in America, Adrian. Max asked me, what's something you thought would be really bad or difficult but turned out to not be a big deal? Um, I'd say that the language barrier, while it is still, like, it's still a thing, it's not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was expecting the language barrier, like, to feel really, really isolated, and I don't. I feel like people definitely make an effort, and I feel like it was really hard for the first month, but now as I'm settling in, it's really not terrible. I'm learning a little bit more Japanese, which is probably making it easier, but yeah, I think the whole language aspect, I just expect it to be way harder than it is, so that's good. Yay! Um, Daniel asked me, what is your favorite food in Japan and what is the worst food in Japan? My favorite food in Japan is probably the sushi, but I also really love the desserts here. They're really good, like anko, which is red bean paste. I love like old lady desserts, like matcha and anko and mochi, which is pounded rice. Yeah, I love that stuff. Um, and then I obviously love sushi so much. The sushi here, like, I've really only had conveyor belt sushi. I'm gonna be honest with you. Conveyor belt sushi is better than most sushi restaurant sushi in Japan. I mean, in America. Like, leaps and bounds better. I've only had, like, basically fast food sushi in Japan so far, and it's so good. I'm also in an area that has access to lots of fish, so I have especially fresh fish. In Japan, they cook a lot based on what's available. So different areas will have different specialties, and I'm just lucky enough to be in an area. Sorry, truck. And there we go. I'm lucky enough to be in an area where where the fish is really, really fresh and really, really available. Other areas have like beef, like Kobe beef. That's phenomenal in Kobe, obviously. So if you're into meat, try it. Um, Worst food in Japan? I haven't really eaten anything that I hated. They do make they do horse meat is like a pretty standard thing, which is probably like ethically for me one of the worst things because I really like horses. So that's a little weird. Um, but as far as what I've actually eaten, I had natto, and which is like fermented soybeans. It was weird, but I didn't like it. But I wouldn't say it was the worst. Like I wasn't like revolted by it. It was just the consistency of snot and sort of tastes like burnt plastic. Yeah, it's a bit gross. All right. This was another one from Daniel. Most sus shit to happen or for you to see in Japan, and most sus shit you've eaten. So that's for the uninitiated, sus is suspect. Um, so most sus shit to happen. I saw when I went to Tokyo, I took some time and went down to Yokohama, and while I was there, I went to a club with my friend Carlton, and I saw this woman beat up her boyfriend, like blood on the ground, beat up her boyfriend. The cops were called. So that was weird. Um, probably the most weird thing I've eaten. Like I said, like most of the stuff here is really good, and you can tell what it is by looking at it. So I don't know. Food wise, nothing really weird, but yeah, watching somebody get their ass beat was. I don't think I would want to relive the experience. I don't think that I would. Max asked me, "What did you see? What do you see that reminds you most of home?" It depends on what home you're talking about because I feel like I have different homes. I have my home in Los Angeles with my boyfriend and my LA friends, and I have my home in Cleveland with my family, and then I have my home in Columbus where I lived and went to college. And so it's like tough to say. As far as like Ohio goes, definitely all the trees and everything. But I more see things that remind me of specific people. Like I'll be walking around and I'll see some really cool traditional architecture and I'll think of my boyfriend. I'll see weird anime stuff and I'll think of my brothers. I'll see interesting like wine or sake and I'll think of my stepdad. I will see beauty products and think of my stepmom. I'll see cool art and think of my mom. I'll see like weird hole in the wall, cheap bullshit places to eat and think of my dad because he loves that kind of stuff. So it's not so much. It's more being reminded of people who feel like home more than places that I have called home, if that makes sense. Um, and then to close out this question and answer session, Daniel asked me how common is octopus porn, and I haven't seen any yet, but I will keep you guys in the loop when I do see it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment with any questions that you have. I'd like to do more of these kinds of Q&A videos and not have to impose upon my brothers quite so much to ask the questions. Um, please comment down below, like, subscribe, let me know what you want to see next. I'm working on getting like a dedicated camera so I can make videos that are a little bit higher quality. So yeah, I'm just going to direct upload this without editing it so I can get something on. But next one will be an edited video. It'll look nicer. I'll stop rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.